Welcome back to Outlaw Woodworking. You know, my shop's kind of in disarray. This is my new shop, and I'm up here in the mountains, and I like to work in my shop in the winter. And this year, you probably noticed I wasn't really in the shop this winter. It was just too cold, and I didn't have any heaters hooked up out here. But this year, we got our gas meter already installed, and we're going to install two 80,000 BTU Mr. Heaters. We're going to put one in each corner, and we're going to face them towards the middle. And I'm going to take you step by step, and we'll go ahead. Now these you noticed they showed up a little bit banged up. I bought them off Amazon, and they showed up a little bit banged up, but hopefully we'll get these unboxed and there won't be any damage. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and uncrate these, and we'll prep them for, we're going to basically be hanging them up in the ceiling. Now my ceiling in here is 14 feet tall, but we're going to hang these, about probably 10 feet, probably right around 10 feet. And we're going to angle them just a little bit so that they're kind of angled down from the corners of both things. But anyway, let's get started. We'll open these up and we'll see what we got.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.
I think these weigh about 80 pounds each. Now here's the brackets. These are the brackets that are going to hang from the ceiling. Instructions. It also comes with, now I'm using natural gas, but it also comes with a propane orifice kit. So you could change these and you could run them off of propane. Looks like and there you go. So this is the big Maxx 80,000 BTU. The heat's going to blow out the front. And what we need to do to mount this, so we're going to be hanging this from small thread. And it's got pretty good adjustability for the top. And you can see right here, you basically have 3 screws that we have to take off on each side and then bolt this on, and then we could hang this from some wall thread. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one unboxed also, and then we'll get some tools out and we'll go ahead and get this thing ready to hang up. Okay, here you can see we're going to take these screws off. And we're going to bolt this one back on. I always have trouble working with gloves because I can't grab the screws very good. But this one's going to go right there. This one will go right there. Why isn't that lining up? Alright, let's turn it over. Definitely not that one. I already see a problem here. These do not line up very good. Unless it has to go this way. Which could be, but I doubt it. Yeah, so far, this hole doesn't line up. Let's see how this one is over here. Yeah, these are off too. Okay, let's try this back one. So far the front ones do not line up very good. Let's take a look at the back one. Now we do this bracket right here. This one looks like it's lining up. Okay, the back side seems to be lining up. You never want to over tighten these sheet metal screws. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and hook up the back. Okay, the back went on pretty good, but this front, it looks like both of them are the same. They both don't line up properly. So wherever they were mass producing these guys got these holes wrong. They're just a little bit off. Might be able to make it work though. Let's see. Let's start from this side. These two line up pretty good. So I think what we'll do is yeah, this one you can tell it's off a little bit. But what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and start these. And then we'll see. Drop that screw. Let's see if we can get this one to go in at an angle, maybe. Okay, so it's not horrible, but they definitely weren't. If you had these two perfect, this one over here, you had to kind of do it at an angle. So let's go ahead and get this other one hooked up. I think we need to do is start it over here. just like I did the other one. This should be okay. We'll go ahead and start these. Now you can see that one is off quite a bit right there, but it'll still work. We're just going to have to angle the screw when we start it. Okay, that's both brackets hooked up. Now what we got to do is we need to purchase 8 pieces of all thread, and I think 4-footers are going to be needed for this. So we'll go ahead and go to the store, get the all thread, and then we'll get these hung up in the air, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, so right here I'm in the corner where this heater is going to go, and you can now what I've done is I've gone from basically from this corner right here, I've gone 18 inches off the wall over there, and then from this corner 18 off the wall there. And basically and then of course I've got all the studs up there for the backing. Now you'll see I've got it all marked up there where to drill the holes for the all thread. And the way I did it was I basically ran this laser on all the bolt holes, and that'll ensure that when I mount this thing up in the air, that it'll be right where it's supposed to be. So right now you can see that laser mark. I don't know if you can see right there, but I'm going to go ahead and drill those 4 holes, and then I'm going to hang down all the all thread, and it should give me it in a lower position to be able to mount it also. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, next up, I prefab these rods, and I've got the washers and nuts in my pocket. I'm going to go ahead and get these mounted up there. Okay, don't try this at home, but I actually muscled this thing right up the ladder, on top of that ladder. And it's right under the rod, so I think it's going to work out perfect. Okay, there it is all. It's got the brackets all done, it's mounted. It's tilted just a tiny bit, like not even 1/8 of an inch. All right, next up we'll go ahead and hook up the other one first, and then we'll start running our gas line. Okay, so far so good. Basically, the bad thing about using the all thread worked really well. It got it up there and got it bolted down. But what I figured out was, because I'm hanging, you know, my ceiling is 14 feet, and I'm hanging these about 8 foot off the ground, and you have basically some 4 foot all thread, and it causes a little bit of vibration. And because the machine with the fan running, so you could see it was kind of vibrating a little bit. Basically what I did to solve that, I took some conduit and flattened out each end, and I basically took 2 corners to support the heater. But yeah, it's working really well. And I'm running it off the Nest thermostat so I can turn it. This morning I turned it on from my house, and it was running for like an hour and a half before I even got down to the shop. And it's getting warm in here. It's still a little cold, but it's taken it in a couple hours. It took it from 40 degrees in the shop to 52 in about 2 hours. So it takes a little time. This shop's really big, and right now I just have the one heater running. I'm waiting for the vent for the other heater. The one thing I wouldn't do is I don't think I would order. So I bought the expensive stainless steel duct from Mr. Heater, and it was like 399 bucks. If I had it to do over again, I would go with a double wall, just a regular Merrimat or something like that. Probably half the price, and but you would need all the Merrimat parts. You would need the through hole, and basically, I've got a through wall fitting, stainless steel going outside, and I've got their cap out there. But it really wasn't enough pipe to do it correctly. It really needed about 24 more inches to do it right. Anyway, yeah, heater install. I'm looking forward to having the other one running, and preparing for next winter. I'm going to stay in here all winter working in the wood shop. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can, and he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.